Welcome students. In this video I'm going to show you how to solve simple inequalities using addition and subtraction only. Before we do that, I'd like to show you one of the properties of inequalities. And let's go ahead and get started with the statement -1 is less than 5. We know that this is a true statement. This is a true statement, and if we add or subtract the same number on both sides, the statement should remain true. So for example, if I just add 6 to both sides, -1 plus 6, the answer is 5 now, and that's less than 11. Notice how this statement still remains true because I added the same number to both sides of the inequality. And so this is basically what the addition or subtraction property of inequality tells us. If we have a statement and we add or subtract the same number to both sides, the inequality does not get affected. So using that idea to solve these equations here, or these inequalities here, we're gonna see that it works. It remains true. The addition property of inequality is what allows us to solve for this. So if I have a statement here, x minus 5 is less than -4, we could go ahead and solve for x, or leave that x by itself by adding 5 to both sides, which again, the addition property of inequality allows us to do that. And so that tells us that x on the left side is less than 1. And so x is less than 1. Any number less than 1 will satisfy this inequality. And so when we graph the solution, we just come here and we say if 1 is here, any number less than 1 would do. Now notice that 1 is not included, so we leave it open. And then any number less than 1 to the left of 1 would satisfy the solution. But please note again, because 1 is not, x could not be equal to 1, we leave it open. Example 1b, we are solving for k here. Solving for k by adding 5 to both sides. On the left side, we're going to get 0 greater than, and then on the right side, we just get a k. Now, for me, it's kind of hard to graph or understand what this means if I have the variable on the right side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the whole thing, the 0, the less, the greater than, and the k around. And we're going to write this. We're going to write k is less than 0. Just think about putting this in a piece of paper and then flipping the whole thing. And the k would go to the other side. The sign would flip and the 0 would go to the other side. And so that it's a lot easier for me to graph. So now we could say that 0 is, or k is any number less than 0, not including 0. And so we're going to say that all the numbers to the left, I thought I changed the color here, all of the numbers to the left of 0 are solutions, but again it's open because 0 is not less than 0. 0 is not part of the solution. Okay, last example here. Sometimes we need to combine like terms or simplify both sides of the inequality to solve. So let's go ahead and do that. On the left side, there's nothing we could do with that 10, but -7w and 8w become just 1w. And on the right side, 12 minus 1 is 11. Okay, since we're trying to let that w by itself, we're going to go ahead and subtract 10 from both sides. And we're going to see that w here is greater than or equal to 1. And that is the solution. So how do we graph this? Go, if 1 is here, w could be any number greater than or equal, that means including 1. And because this is included, we're going to shade it in, and we're going to include all the numbers to the right of 1, and all of those are solutions. But because 1 is actually greater than or equal to 1, it's included, it's shaded in. All right, keep practicing this and do your assignments on time. I'll see you next time.